Have you ever dreamed of learning more about how we make Minecraft?
Not really. I usually dream about a horse wiping me out financially.
Right. Nevertheless, welcome to How We Make Minecraft.
Hello again. My name's Marilla, the charming computer who agreed not to destroy the Minecraft source code in return for this hosting gig.
And I'm Narrator, the dictionary definition of failing upwards. I'm also a spy within Mojang Studios, leaking the secrets of how we make Minecraft in the hopes that'll get someone out there to respect me.
I thought you were the coffee boy.
Actually, I've been promoted.
Oh yeah, to coffee man?
No, to senior coffee boy.
Is that one of those meaningless job titles designed to make people think they're actually important?
Today's episode is all about level design. Not to brag, but I single-handedly and handsomely broke into the Mojang Studios bins last night and managed to swipe some Trial Chambers concept art.
Is it the same concept art they emailed me when I asked nicely for it?
Just show the art. As you can see from even these early designs, trial chambers were designed to be large, intimidating spaces with a high focus on combat.
I can't see that.
Yes, but that's because you're not looking at the concept art. You're looking at a photo of yourself you've somehow taped to your screen.
I don't see your point.
We were also adamant that trial chambers wouldn't be exposed to the overworld surface and that they'd adhere to these design goals.
Well, like how by doing this show, I've gradually learned that Minecraft is some sort of, I want to say breakfast cereal?
It's a video game. And here was the second design goal. Curiosity. What's curiosity?
Don't know, don't care.
Now, you might think a game that's famously procedurally generated wouldn't have level design.
And you'd be right.
No. Minecraft actually has lots of intricate levels, cleverly designed to look more organic than they actually are.
Whenever we make a structure, we have to get the balance right between making it procedurally generated enough to give you a fresh experience, but also authored enough to be functioning gameplay.
Like how ocean monuments are not entirely fixed structures. They have some internal randomization to keep them fresh, but enough authorship to make sure their nasty traps work.
Otherwise, players wouldn't be constantly punished for exploring and having fun. And we can't have that.
It was hugely important to us to have a dungeon for the Trially Tricks update.
It's the Tricky Trials update?
Whatever. We wanted to design a dungeon that would force players to engage with the entire space, where what's in front of you is important, but you also have to consider threats from left, right, and up above.
Why? What's so good about looking up anyway?
You're just jealous because you don't have a neck to look up with.
Glass houses, mate.
Thus, trial chambers became environments with a huge focus on verticality.
Now we just needed to add a weapon that could embrace both the limitations and advantages of a vertical space. That's right, the exploding trampoline.
By which Marilla, of course, means the mace. A new weapon that does more damage when you fall from a great height.
It turns the trial chamber into a cakewalk.
No, it still keeps the trial chamber challenging.
Yeah, that's what I said. You ever tried walking on a cake?
Touché. We also wanted somewhere where fighting the breeze would be fun.
The breeze likes to send you flying, so we needed a dungeon with enough space and verticality for that. What a tedious windbag.
Marilla, they asked us not to insult the new mobs. Let them settle in first.
Oh, I was talking to you.
Oh, okay then. It was important to us that we make trial chambers challenging, and not just because the cooler game studio down the road Double dared us to.
Yes, that was only one of the reasons. Still, when forcing the player through a brand new dungeon full of constantly spawning horrors, it's only polite to buy them dinner first.
That's why the chests you'll find in trial chambers are full of food. Although, doesn't that risk making them too easy?
Oh, sure. Because what could be easier than trying to enjoy a meal while an army of hostile monsters is attacking you?
Fair point. Another priority was that trial chambers embrace Minecraft's core gameplay. You can get through a chamber without mining and placing blocks, allegedly, but they're very much designed for players who know how to swing a pickaxe and place a block on the floor.
Yeah, I still don't have a clue how to do that.
Wow. There's all sorts of subtle ways we can communicate to the player that mining and building is an important part of the trial chamber experience. See how this ladder doesn't quite reach the floor?
Yep, and that communicates to the player that they should be encouraged to place and mine blocks to solve problems in this new environment.
Is that my diamond block you just used as a platform?
We also put tools like golden pickaxes in barrels, gently nudging you towards mining down here.
Yes, because during playtesting, we were surprised to find players weren't smashing the place up. Well, apart from Marilla, who not only smashed the entire trial chamber, but the PC she was testing the game on too.
They had it coming.
Another thing we learned through playtesting is to put more chests in the chambers, so players would have somewhere to stuff all the useless lower priority items. They're constantly collecting.
That new shirt going down well in the office.
Well, better than my Joe Mang Studios one, yes. And there you have it. Hopefully now you've got a better understanding of how we designed the trial chambers.
No, but I somehow now have a better understanding of the French language.
I'm not even going to ask how that's possible. See you next time.
Au revoir.